Hi everyone. This is the acting annotation for 7 guitars. We probably won't have the acting video up for a couple of days, but this is your annotation so that you have it. So the stage should be set up like this. There should be an acting box downstage right. Other than that, the stage should be cleared. Floyd is going to enter stage right, cross down stage right to the acting box. So you're going to come from here and go down here. You're going to set the box down. So you have a dress box and you have a guitar with you. And then you're going to cross up to center and say this line, "Hey Vera, Vera." Vera's going to come out. We don't have a window, so you're just going to come out and you're going to enter from stage left. Floyd, where's you been? You've been gone for 2 days. Ain't nobody seeing you. Look at this. Look at this. Same guitar as Muddy Waters got. Same color and everything. And if you don't know who Muddy Waters is, then look him up. Really, really awesome person. And then Floyd, that's brand new. You're going to cross to Floyd on that. But remember, you're kind of standoffish. You don't really want to talk to him at this point because he kind of hurt you. Even though you know what the outcome is of this scene. Wait till you hear it. We ain't going to talk about how nice it looks until you hear how it sounds. Cross with Vera, so you're going to kind of take her down stage right. And you're going to take your time about this. You're really excited. To do that, you're going to come to the Blue Goose, the #1 blues club in Pittsburgh, where the one and only Floyd, Schoolboy Barton, that's her nickname, so you're kind of proud of it, is appearing this Sunday. One night only, Mother's Day, courtesy of Savoy Records. Come one, come all, and kind of be grandstanding here. Come one, come all, to hear him perform his hit record, That's Alright, along with new songs and future hits. And that ain't all. So you're kind of, and as you're taking her down to the dress box where you've left at the acting area, you're kind of grandstanding. You want her to know how important all this is to you.
Attention teachers, at this time, please release the 815 students for the hearing band. Please release the 815 student list at this time to report to the hearing band between the cafeteria and the lockers. Thank you.
Okay, so then you see, wait till you see this here. At that time, you've crossed to the acting box, Floyd and Vera. Pick up the box and open it. Size 9, that's your size. Let her pick the dress up. And she's going to pick the dress up. Vera, take the dress. Floyd, that's beautiful. I don't believe it. I never had anything this nice. Kind of turn away from him. Look at it. Kind of hold it up to you. Remember that this dress is probably a $20 dress. And back then, people would make their dresses out of, they were called flour sack dresses. My mom had one of these in her family because they were very poor migrant workers, and what that would happen is you'd buy a pound, or not a pound, it was like 5 pounds or 10 pounds of flour, and it would come in these sacks made out of a certain type of fabric. And after you used all the flour, you would wash the fabric out and you would make dresses out of it. And that's how poor people were back then, especially during the Great Depression. So, you know, Vera's probably had to make her own clothing out of these flour sack dresses or other you know, things like that. So a $20 dress instead of, you know, however much back then the 10 pounds of flour was, maybe $1 or so. You know, and that was a lot of money. So that's a big deal. So you're going to turn, kind of look at it, like hold it up to you, like, wow, this is a really beautiful dress. If you're going to go to Floyd Barton down to the Blue Goose, you got to go down looking nice. So kind of stand behind her a little, like admire. So she's here, then you need to be just behind her, kind of looking at her like, yeah, this is my girl. You need to be like excited about it. Happy that she, you know, you did this for her, because you don't get to do that very often. Okay, then Vera, kind of take a moment and then turn back, because you're you're right here, Vera, so you're going to, Floyd, where you been, where you get all this from. So you're going to kind of turn back to Floyd there. Floyd, you know better than to ask me where you get anything from. Then I took a chance, and I took a chance. You're going to cross around Vera. So you're going to go right here. You're going to cross around Vera to right of center. So just over here, not quite center. A lot of times in life you'd be taking chance. Some people say that that's all life is. Say, I'm going to take a chance on this, and I'm going to take a chance on that, and I'm going to take a chance on the other. And then sometimes, so turn back. So you're kind of looking, you're not really looking at her, then turn back to Vera, and then sometimes you'd be taking your last chance. You're talking about her, that this is your last chance with her. If you take your last chance and you done used up all your lives, I'm saying I'm just getting started. I don't want to take no chance on not getting back to Chicago. So yeah, and this is, you're going to cross to center here. I took a chance. I went out there and paid the gravestone man the rest of the money. Had the gravestone made up. It's gray marble. It says Maud Avery Barton. I'd be very proud of this, the fact that you could afford to pay the gravestone man, because up until this point, your mom has not had a gravestone on her marker. It's just been a number there. So it got 2 roses, 1 on each side. It looks so pretty. He said he have it on the grave by Mother's Day. Cross back to Vera on, so cross to Vera on. We going out there and see it. I left there and went to the Greyhound bus station. Look here, kind of pull out the tickets. You don't have to be right to her. You can take your time getting to her. Don't creep, but like just take your time getting to her. So I took a pencil on and wrote it there myself. So Vera, on this, I want you to sit down on the acting box because you're still on downstage right. I made a long distance phone call, cost me $3.10. That's a lot of money back then, when it only took like 5 cents to make a local call that would cost you, you know, and that would last for a couple minutes. So the fact that he paid $3.10, look at inflation at the time. So how much it would have cost back then and how much it would cost today, and you know, that's a big deal. I called Mr. Wilbur H. Gardner, president of Savoy Records, and I told him I would be there on the 10th of June. And then I called the Delaware Towers Hotel on State Street and told them to get ready the best room for Miss Vera Dodson. Okay, you should be to Vera by here. And then Floyd, take that moment, take that breath. Floyd, you're going to kneel down because you're proposing to her, soon to be Miss Floyd Barton. That is, if she say yeah. Wait a beat. I want to say yeah. Vera, stand. But what am I saying yeah to? So Floyd's right here. He's kneeled. You're going to stand and you're going to cross around him. But what am I saying yeah to? Another heartache. Another time for you to walk out with another woman. So you're going to cross right here around Floyd to right of center. Another chance for you to walk out, another time for you to walk out the door with another woman, because that's what he's done. Floyd, you're going to stand. You were there too, Vera. Cross to Vera. You had a hand in whatever it was. Vera, he's just accused you of making him run off this other woman. So how would you feel at that point? So I want you to show your feeling to him. Then Floyd, you're going to cross around Vera to center. So she's right here. She's kind of like, oh, so it's my fault? So kind of cross. Maybe times we don't know all the things, and you're going to cross the center. Take your time. The effect of what we do. But we cause what happens to us, even in little ways that we can't see. I went to Chicago with Pearl Brown because she was willing to believe that I could take her places. She wanted to go, that I could give her things she wanted to have. She told me by that it was possible. So cross at this point. Even sometimes cross down stage left, so you should be center. You're starting to cross down stage left. Even sometimes when you question yourself, you're kind of thinking this to yourself. You're saying this more to yourself than you're saying it to Vera. When you wonder, can you really make the music work for you? Can you find a way to get it out into the world so it can burst in the air and have it mean something to somebody? She didn't know if I could do that, if I could have a hit record, but she was willing to believe it. Maybe it was selfish of her. Maybe she believed for all the wrong reasons, but that gave me a chance to try. So you're talking more to yourself, and you're downstage left, and then turn to Vera here. So yeah, turn to Vera. You're not crossing to her, you're just turning back to her. I took it. It wasn't easy. I was scared. And this is like you really are talking about something that you care about here, so it needs to be coming from the heart. But when them red lights came on in the recording studio, it was like a bell ringing in a boxing match, and I did it. I reached down inside me and pulled out whatever was there. I did like my mama told me. I did my best, and I figured nobody could fault me for that. Take a beat here. That means take a pause. Then start crossing to down center again. Then when they didn't release the record, Pearl Brown left. She thought she'd believed wrong. I don't fault her for that. But I never lost the belief in myself. Okay, so I'm going to switch here because there's, I need to do overhead. So Vera, through this whole thing, you need to really be reacting to what Floyd is telling you, because it's so, I mean, he really hurts you, but at the same time you love him, so there has to be that conflict, like, what really do I want to do? How do I want to take this man back? You kind of already made your decision. You're letting him stew in his own juices, as they say. Okay, so get that there. Here, let's try this for the first time. Zoom in here. Woo, technology! Yay! Okay, then when they released the record, I didn't have nothing but a hit record. I need you to, I figured, I come back to you figuring you couldn't say no to a man who got a hit record. So you cross to Vera the rest of the way here. Okay? And I'll go through this just one more time. Cross to Vera. I'm here saying I can give it to you. Try me one more time and I'll never jump back on you in life. Go ahead and take her hands. Vera's hands. Vera, pull away and cross down stage right a little bit here. I got to thinking. I went down to the Greyhound bus station too. Then turned back to Floyd and hand him the tickets. Floyd crossed to Vera there to grab the tickets. What's that say? It say one way to Chicago to Pittsburgh, and it's good for 1 year date of purchase. I'm gonna put that in my shoe, and when we get to Chicago, I'm gonna walk around on it. I hope I never have to use it. Well, that's all right. You're gonna embrace her there. So let me go through this one more time up close, and that way you can get that. But you did cross to Vera here. Try me one more time and I'll never jump back on you in live. I want you to take her hands. You're being very sincere here. You want her back. And then Vera, here just a second. It's a little off camera there. Here we go. You're going to pull your hands away from Floyd. Just kind of take them away. And Floyd, I want to see that disappointment on your face. She's going to turn around and cross the downstage right. Right here after she pulls away. I got to thinking and I went down to the Greyhound bus station too. And then you're going to turn to Floyd. Here, see what that say? Floyd, take that time. You're just a couple of feet away from each other, but take that time like, wait, is this what I think is happening is happening? And then here, what's that say? It says one way, Chicago to Pittsburgh. It's good for 1 year purchase. And also, I was thinking, I got to thinking, let him suffer a little bit, Vera, because you want him to. It's good from 1 day to purchase. I'm going to put that in my shoe, and when we get to Chicago, I'm going to walk around on it. I hope I never have to use it. What you're saying is you're giving him a year. If he screws up, you're leaving him. So you'll marry him, but if he screws up in that year, then you're leaving him. You're giving him an ultimatum. Well, that's all right. It's a play on words because that's the name of your hit song. And then you embrace, so you just give a hug. So like a nice warm hug. Doesn't have to be crazy. All right, so that is the blocking notes, annotation notes for 7 guitars. I hope that's helpful, and we'll get the acting video up pretty soon, and that way you can have a reference. Have a good day. Bye.